People, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing good. It's your boy Rover Queen, and we are back. And as always, I'm joined by my lovely, scrumptious, delicious, handsome as fuck, and flavorful homeboys. Fellas, please introduce yourself, starting with White Man. Steph, go ahead.
All right. Hello, everybody. It's me, White Man Stef. It's good to be back, obviously. Um, and it's just it was a really insane issue, and it's going to be really fun to talk about it with the boys. Yeah, no, it's just nice to be back on stream. I forgot to put something naughty in the chat, but whatever.
God, here we go again. All right. AJ, go ahead, brother. God damn it.
Hey everybody, good to be back. It's AJ. I've come down from the mountains to give my thoughts on DC K.O. A very good first issue. And yeah, I'm going to be glad to get into it.
We're thinking to everybody who's already tuning in. We got two people. We got two people in the chat. Make yourselves known. Make yourselves comfortable. Yeah. But before we get started, I'm gonna crack me open a drink because this is celebratory right here, man. This was a dope first issue, and also, like I said before, you know, I gotta show it, baby. I gotta show it. We here to talk about DC K.O, baby. Issue 1. I made an emergency visit to the shop. All right, I can't make it to the shop on Wednesdays, but I had to risk being late to work to get my copy of DCKO. So y'all, let's just jump right in. Let's start off with initial thoughts. Steph, what were your initial thoughts on DCKO, my brother?
Really good, really good. That was really fun. I am obviously. I think everybody can glean that I am more tuned into Absolute than anything going on that is not immediately just Absolute. But this obviously ties in. Obviously, like at the end, especially. Um, but I had to tune in. I think for this one, and it was really good. It was really fun. The ending especially is the obvious like real big one. There's one thing I don't know if we want to get into spoilers like just yet, but there is one
Yes,
thing.
spoilers,
Like,
baby. Spoilers. Yes.
all right, cool. All right, whatever. The tease of a, I don't know if it was like actually a tease, but like the tease of a continuity wipe again,
Yeah.
like in the middle of the book.
Oh, and everybody is reading that the wrong way. It's so fucking funny, man. Like I saw the timeline going insane, and I'm like, wait, did I miss something? No, like, oh man, we'll get into that more, but that was hilarious.
All right, no, but for real, if they did it, would would it be out of character at this point?
No.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
We'll get into it though. We'll get into it though.
Yeah, no. We'll save it. But no, but it was really good. It was funny. I saw some people going crazy, and by going crazy, I mean celebrating that Batman died, but like he didn't really.
Yeah. No.
So like whatever. Right. He's got his own mini. He's not really involved. Who fucking cares? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Other than that, it was great. It looks great. But yeah, no. I mean, it was just really good, kind of all around. I definitely gotta stay attuned for this one.
All right, go ahead, AJ.
Yeah, like I was saying before we actually started recording, this was just. I shouldn't be surprised because it's a Scott Snyder event. I've liked all his events that he's show ran, for lack of a better term. I've liked all of them, some more than others. But I guess it had been a little while since we had gotten one, so I just kind of forgot just how he just comes in swinging from jump. Like this was really good. Now I haven't gone through all my issues, my stack today, but it's probably the best issue I've read of anything so far today. Like I'm putting it above Absolute Batman today. It absolutely, pun not intended. You need to catch up on them Absolute books if you are not. Like I took Martian Manhunter with me on my little vacation over the past few days because I hadn't read that one yet, and I binged it while I was up there drinking a little bit, and it's like, oh, fuck, like this is the absolute book, and to see all the little stuff coming in, starting to come in with some of these titles, and then it paying off here in DC K.O. today. Because I'll be honest, I did not think they were going to start tying in stuff from the absolute verse to the main universe this soon. I figured maybe.
Wait, wait, hold on. Did I miss something? Because I only read this once. Did this go over my head?
Dog, the panel toward the end when he's talking about Darkseid's 3 horsemen.
Yeah, that's the literal second to last page, man.
Yeah, wait. Go flip through it again, bro.
Hold on. Oh!
Yes, right. And see,
yo, I skimmed. I was like, wait. Oh!
Nah, son. And see, dog, how you're feeling right now is how I'm feeling how I was feeling a couple days ago when Darkseid first started being mentioned and appearing in Martian Manhunter. I was like, oh shit, we're really doing this. Like I said, I thought it was going to be a little while longer because I knew we had the meeting of Batman and Diana coming up in the next few months. So I didn't think it was this soon we were going to start getting stuff in the main universe, but nah, they're going there.
What?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No! Yo, I read it. All right, so here, Pete, right? I woke up this morning. I got on Comixology, and I read, right? I read it, but then when I saw this panel, I was just like, I didn't think nothing crazy. I was okay, horseman, whatever. That's super. Oh, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Have you read Absolute Evil yet? Because I read that up there too.
Yeah, I got that on the docket. Yeah.
Okay. We'll get into that later. But
shit.
But just with DC K.O, like, yeah, I'm all the way in, man. I didn't realize how wide of an event this was going to be across the line. Like, I thought, like, I heard about a Flash issue maybe tying in, and I knew that you had the Batman tie-in coming because I had Bleeding Cool kind of let it out. They didn't say Batman Bruce was going to die. You know, he didn't, but they said Joker was taking his place. So I'm like, okay, they're removing him off the board for something. And, you know, you read today's issue and you find out why. But that checklist, my eyes did start to glaze over a little bit, but then I'm like, wait a minute. With the exception of Titans, I'm reading most of this so I can pick up those issues. And, but nah, it looks like we're in for a really good time.
Oh, shit. Yeah. So, initial thoughts, like, yo, this was good. This was really good. Like, you know, I was worried. I like I said, I'm gonna hold myself accountable. Listen, I before Scott Snyder came on here, I was just like, you know what, bro, I don't know. Like, metal was a little bit too much for me. Death metal was a lot. But then I was like, you know, all right, cool. Let me see how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm liking. I love the DC All-In special. I like Absolute Batman, and I like a lot of the Absolute stuff. But personally, for me, I don't read it month to month. I like to let the issues stack, and I sit down and I read. I think those books hit better that way. And the main line is always gonna have more of my attention. But cool, I did that, and then we get this, and I'm like, yo, this feels like a good first issue. Like, there's some exposition, but it's nothing crazy. It's not like death metal where they just like it's like big sprawling is overcomplicated. No, this is okay. This is what it is. This is what's going on. All right, now we gotta throw hands, and like I even like the Omega issue that we got last week, right? Because this is the first time in a while where I feel like, yo, books are coming together in a genuine way. Like, that one issue was Superman, Justice League, and, you know, the DC All-In special. All that stuff it was like coming home, and it worked. And then to see it continue on from here, this is great. And just the concept, the way they set it up, I was like, oh, bro, even if you're not reading the absolute books, or even if you're not reading the mainline stuff and you just want to jump in, you can't help but be like, oh, this is what's up. And then I love the previews. The previews we were getting beforehand in the back of all the other books, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, oh, this is kind of a weird place to start the event. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, right away, like no build up, no nothing. Come to find out, the shit was just a potential future. And then to see that play out as the first issue of DC K.O. went on, I was like, oh, this is good. And I can tell this is going to be a Superman story, because Metal was Batman, Death Metal was Wonder Woman. Now this is Superman. I think, I'm going to keep it 100% honest, I think this might be the better trendy event. Like Superman might have the better event of the three. It's shaping that way. But yeah, this was good. And yeah, so now let's get into the intricacies of it. The intricacies of it. So how we feeling about, you know, the build up? You know, Booster came back, and it come to find out Booster is a secret weapon. And then you have, what's his name, Time Trapper, who, despite everything, he don't think they're gonna win, but he gonna try to help these niggas out anyway. But yeah, how do we feel about the Omega issue? Like, let's deep dive into that a little more.
Like, I'm really liking these stuff with Booster, because apparently, you know, with him being over there trapped by the Legion, and I guess it's the absolute universe, but we're not seeing like where he is in relation to the those main books over there. So he's been, I guess, absorbing Omega energy all this time, and time is apparently passing differently, because he alludes to it, and then just looking at him, it looks like years have passed for him.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'd love to get a one shot or a mini just detailing his time over there, and what all he has seen, if he's had any interactions with this King Omega version of Darkseid, what the Legion did to him. I would love to get that fleshed out a little more. I don't know who I would have write it, but him being kind of the catalyst to, like you say, reset the Apocalypse heart in the middle of Earth. That's an interesting choice, because if he's been bombarded with Omega energy all this time, you have to assume we know that energy corrupts, right? We've seen it with Darkseid. We saw with his transition from Uxus to what we know as Darkseid.
Yeah.
And then, especially because they're laying the groundwork in the story. I don't know if it's going to be Booster, but in there they talk about how Darkseid already has like a sleeper agent.
Yeah.
With the heroes. So I'm wondering if that could be Booster all along. I don't think so, but I wouldn't be surprised, because, like I said, that type of energy is gonna corrupt whoever wields it, whoever comes in contact with it, and the heroes are all trying to get this energy now to, you know, help fight against Darkseid, but you already have somebody in your ranks who is basically overflowing with it right now. So I don't know. Like, are we just assuming that everything's on the up and up with Booster? Or are we, you know, because he's Booster Gold, people really don't take him seriously. So are we just kind of relying on that? Because I would not be surprised to see him go bad.
Oh shit! I didn't even peep. I was thinking somebody from the Justice League, but also Justice League has been tackling too many things at the moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard to pinpoint one person, and even the individual books, nothing really. I mean, unless if you count Aquaman, but I haven't been reading Aquaman. But you know, apparently
I'm a few issues behind on that, but it has been some Darkseid stuff in those books, in Aquaman, I should say. And then we've seen it, of course, in Justice League Unlimited. But Yeah, I'm about 2 issues behind on Aquaman, so I don't know if anything else has transpired with the Omega energy there.
Yeah, this is this is going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Cause yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if later on down the line, this entire time we've been duped. Like who's to say everything that happened to Superman was meant to happen? Like, you got Superboy Prime who came in, who helps out Superman. We were made to believe, things are kind of gonna be happy go lucky. But yeah, what if this was all part of the plan? This was like a Darkseid has just been fucking with everybody. Oh, this is interesting, and also I'm kind of wondering too, because I guess we could kind of jump into it. There's a thread in Justice League. The last 2 issues, right? Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, they kind of beefing right now because Bruce feels like, hey, dog, we don't let too many motherfuckers in, and because we let too many motherfuckers in, we had the We Are Yesterday shit that happened because everything that happened with Airwave, and then now when I see Bruce, he the first one to go. I'm like, wait, hold on. What's gonna happen here? Especially with Nightfall, I'm just like there's so many things going on. But Stef, thoughts, please go. I don't like this.
That little fucking Anyway, yeah, no, I mean a lot of it is very, very, very interesting. It's obviously like very up in the air. We're talking about like who's the secret weapon. I figured when I saw it, like Booster like had the Omega symbols like in his eyes. I figured that was probably just like not explicitly saying it, but that was just alluding to the fact that it is him. It could probably just be a red herring, and they want us to pay attention to that, and it's somebody else. I don't know. But I do agree with AJ that I think it'd be cool to like flesh this out a little bit and like elaborate on what he's been doing. I think it'd be really funny if we just had like absolute Booster Gold and it was just normal Booster.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be good.
That's what they got to do. But yeah, I guess I really do need to read Aquaman if it's gonna be like if it's got like a bunch of actual like relevant Darkseid shit in it. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm like very tapped out of the main line. I feel like I should probably correct that if I'm gonna pay attention to this. But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, dude, the main books you should read: Superman, Justice League, Aquaman, probably, and I would say the minis if you want to. They're optional, but I think those 3 books are like key for what's going on. Like it's not like a big line wide thing, at least not yet.
No, okay, all right. Yeah, all right. I guess I'll tap into those when I'm done catching up with Absolute. I do have the first trades for Wonder Woman and Superman. I'm gonna dive back into those. But yeah, no, I mean, it's a lot of funny stuff going on. I completely forgot that Doomsday was like in this position now. So seeing like a really like skinny Doomsday was like, hey, what the fuck? Wait a minute.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really feeling it at first. Like I was like, dude, I'm not calling you Time Trapper. Your mama named you Doomsday. Like, fuck out of here, please. Like, go fuck off. And I'm thinking it's not gonna be anything relevant. And was I fucking wrong?
Especially since the seed was planted so fucking long ago, dog.
Yeah.
Like Williamson Superman is 30 issues deep, dog, and and that was like from near the beginning of that run, I want to say. Like, and we're just now getting to that payoff. Like this is some long form storytelling for your ass, bro.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. I think it even preceded that. Because remember in Action Comics, Philip Kennedy Johnson was
Yeah,
doing
that's right.
something.
Doomsday in Hell, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
because
some Jesus. So that means. I mean, Scott did say he was working on DC stuff even before he actually started the Absolutes. I don't know if he was. I mean, Williamson is a showrunner in and of himself, so I don't want to say like Scott was behind the scenes just doing all the work, but I do wonder if there was some collaboration going on way before we even knew Snyder was coming back to DC.
yeah, it would make sense. And because Quentin, I kind of wish he was here right now because he is in that Scott Snyder class. And
Yeah.
apparently, like Snyder's been like giving little teases here and there
Yeah.
about like what could have happened, before he actually jumped on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this is some good long form storytelling.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's nice to hear that he's talking about things that could have happened and not things that will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, he got a little bit of a problem with that.
Fair. No, but even when I saw him 2 months ago, like, salute, bro. He just said, yeah, something's gonna happen with Joker, but it was some fun shit. But hey, bro, I've been on here saying he needs to shut the fuck up, bro. Nah, what he's saying, there's some things he knows how to keep his mouth shut on certain things. Imagine if this page I went crazy over. Imagine if he done spilled that shit. Imagine.
Yeah. He knows
Yeah.
how to spoil shit, but in like the bare minimal way, to where like even with him telling you something's gonna happen, you cannot even conceive of how it actually ends up happening until you see it, and that shit's kind of crazy, dog.
Yeah, I'll give him that. I mean, I never would have. I don't think I ever would have imagined. I mean, you guys are caught up on Wonder Woman, right? Or
Yeah,
at least you guys have seen. Okay, all right. I never would have thought, Zatanna would have been locked up like Hannibal Lecter in a straitjacket.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Did not think that would happen. I
Yeah.
did not think that.
Yeah.
We do have to give him props for that, I guess.
Yeah. No, he's doing better. I'll say that.
Yeah.
He's doing better. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So, hey, I'll give credit where credit is due. But, we can talk a little bit about, some, what's the best way to say it here? The elephant in the room that got people, even myself, going a little crazy. The possibility of another reboot.
Yeah.
Dog. And it's
Okay,
so
hear
because-
me out.
Go ahead.
It'd be mad funny.
Oh, it'd be fucking hilarious.
It would be. It would.
Because look at it, right? You got the villains. Well, I mean, Time Trapper. He's Doomsday, but he hadn't acted as a villain in a while. This version of Grodd. Then I don't even know if that's the same one. I think he's the one from.
He's on from We Are Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Still around. Then and then Booster's there, just tagging along with him. But then they're like, yeah, hey, this is the one way we can figure out to do it to keep y'all around. And even if we do this, it's only delaying it a little bit. Like that's the reason the whole reboot the last time happened. It was really just to delay this one thing that's coming up in about a week now. and then Nightwing is just there like, nope, we're not doing that shit again. Like, oh my god. That's why when people were freaking out on time, I'm like, did y'all not look at Dick's face right then? He's like, we are not doing this again.
No. And it's funny. It's funny how it's them because it's like World Forger, right? Like he was a very integral part in everything that happened in the Snyder era. So like to have him next to Time Trapper and Boosters was like, yeah, it's kind of like a homage to that. Like it wouldn't have hit as hard, if he wasn't there.
And then I mean, even so, it's like even more a little meta commentary, right? Because you got the picture of the New 52 League right above the panel of them right above it, right? And then you got Nightwing and Zatanna right up under them. Legacies, even though Nightwing wasn't done too bad in 52, but everybody talked about how bad that was for Legacy. I don't hold that opinion, but whatever. But it's funny that the two Legacy characters are below that. Like, nope, we're not doing
No.
that shit again. Nope. Like
Yeah.
I laughed probably like 3 minutes straight after reading that.
Yo, all right, yo. Here's another part too, right? So, I think I mentioned it when I was on one stream with y'all. All right, dog. I'm gonna be the one to say it. Why is everybody tiptoeing around saying Dr. Manhattan? Why? Nigga, it is 2025. Stop treating Dr. Manhattan like he's fucking Voldemort and say Dr. Manhattan is the reason for XYZ. Please.
I think it's a few reasons. I mean, number one, just because I don't think people like to bring up that time from the Dio of it all, the Jeff Johns delays of it all. I think that's part of it. But then you look at it, they look at it, Alan Moore is, Alan Moore, and he's rightfully so, a bit ornery, a bit salty about how Watchmen has been integrated into the wider DC universe when, that was never really the plan. So I understand his feelings behind it, but at this point it is what it is. I don't know what his royalty situation is like, but but considering that they essentially have to keep it in print every year or those rights can revert, I'm assuming he's gotten handsomely paid off of it, better than a lot of creatives for their for some of their ideas have come up with. But I could be wrong, but so I think that's part of the reason that they don't too often mention the Watchmen stuff. And the third thing is, especially now with the DC and Marvel stuff happening, they might be wanting to revisit that potential crossover that was supposed to happen coming out of Doomsday Clock. The what was it supposed to be?
Something in Thor. It was teasing in Kate's Thor or something like that.
Yeah, Thor had the tease from it. It was a tease in Doomsday Clock too towards the end.
Something.
What it was supposed to be called.
Yes, it was says I think that it teased like the Hulk or something like I can't. The wording was a specific character said this thing will clash with this thing, and then like in Thor's not in Hulk's in Kate's Thor, you saw like 3 little streaks of light in one panel or some shit like that, and that was like maybe a couple months removed from that last issue of Doomsday Clock.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're talking long form storytelling, I mean,
that'd be more to me. That'd be more interrupted because we know those plans went awry between executive reshuffling, like say John's not being able to hit his timelines, his deadlines. Excuse me, and then Kate's accident and subsequent recovery. So I could see them coming back to that, and maybe that's why. Especially, we got DC Marvel this year. We got the Deadpool Batman, last month or earlier this month. You get Batman Deadpool later on this year, and then we know we're getting a Superman and Spider-Man crossover next year. Maybe year 3 is them finally just crossing over the entire universes for whatever that crisis is going to be. So that could be one reason, but that's my just long reach of a theory. But I think too much work was done with that to abandon that idea.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I guess I can play devil's advocate on myself and say I guess there is a little bit of a cool factor to them not saying the name. It's kind of implied, like Yeah, the big. I rather you say the big green, the big blue niggas the one is the reason why. But I mean, cool, fine. If everybody just wants to guess, it's Manhattan. I guess it's guess. But yeah. So we could kind of deep dive more into like the story. So overall, I do like the way things were set up. They pretty much tried to put a big ball around the different cities. Like they merged Arkham, I believe it was, Queen Tech, and all of them like into like one big thing. They did their best to lock up as many villains as possible. You have the Titans who are taking charge, which I like, by the way. Like, I think it was with Quentin when we talked about the ending of Absolute Power. In my honest opinion, I don't think the League did a good job of thanking the Titans for, taking over while they were gone. But I like the fact that this is kind of like them doing, you know what, guys? Hold shit down again for us. I like that. And I like that Mr. Terrific is also like he's also staying behind as well to keep an eye on things. Well, so we also know there's stuff in Justice League going on. But yeah, like, and also the stuff with Lex as well, because like Lex was just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing?
And did I miss something? I don't think I'm behind on Superman, but I don't remember him ending up in Nanda Parbat. I feel like I'm missing something there.
That was the last issue of Superman.
Last issue, okay.
Yeah, so before they went into the Legion of Darkseid story, some shit happened in Metropolis. Lex got his memories back, and then he's like, "Yo, I'm off to go do XYZ." Yeah.
Okay, no, I got you.
Mm-hmm. And then in the last issue of Superman, they said he's in Nanda Parbat, and I think there's a certain character, it might be related to Darkseid. He came and attacked him. Okay. And then which leads into what we got today. But yeah, so him even saying that, I was like, oh shit, this is going to be important. And to see how it all played out, where you see Joker and them pop up at the end, it was like, oh shit, damn, these some loose holes man. Here.
I want to get. I hope they touch on how they were able to get out of whatever Mr. Terrific had set up for them with the T-Spears, because that's. I get it. Lex is a genius too, but it seemed like you kind of pressed for time. I wonder how they came up with something that quick. And then even too getting all of them to work together. I mean, they seem to be wanting to work together for the goal of saving the Earth. Now we know they're villains. Even if they save the Earth at the end, they would turn and do typical villain shit. But they seem to have, I wouldn't say altruistic means, but they're looking self-serving means like, hey, if the planet goes, we go, so we need to keep it around and shit. So I would I don't know. I'm just interested in figuring and seeing some of that, because they could have. I understand, it's an event book and you got a limited amount of space and you need it to be big and bombastic, but that's a side storyline that would be good for them to tap into over the next few months. Because this thing is going till March. Maybe somebody announced it somewhere and it went over my head. I didn't realize this was this long up in an event.
Oh shit! Yo, damn, real. Yeah, actually, it adds up. Yeah, let me see. DC K.O. Yeah, it adds up. It adds up. Yeah, let me look up League of Comic Geeks. So this is what we have for. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is only for this. Oh shit! Yeah. I could have sworn it's 6, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on.
Oh, see,
okay.
November, December, January, February. Yeah, okay. They'll put it right there. They'll put it right at March.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It makes sense.
I guess it just flew over my head because I did not realize that till today. I was reading a couple of articles after that first issue. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
We in for the long haul, but it was a good event. It was a good first issue, so
absolutely
about being locked in for that long.
Yeah, and also too, like how we feeling about the people that made it through in the roster, because I don't think we ever really touched on the roster, like at least not together. Like how are you feeling about the roster, Steph? How you feel about the roster so far? Like the
I mean,
participants.
it's pretty good, pretty decent lineup. I think. I think. Let me look at the whole roster again. Okay, all right, yeah, no, that's pretty good, I guess. No real complaints. Um, I don't.
I think it's
Yeah, I mean, like
balanced.
it's a Superman. It is a Superman story, but I couldn't help like I couldn't help feeling like the reason Lex is here is because he's King Omega by the end of it. I don't
Mm,
know. I don't
I mean,
know. I don't think so.
it would
But
make
like,
sense given his past ties to Apocalypse.
yeah. And plus, he just got his memories back. And
Yeah.
oh no, bro. There's
yeah,
there's two Lexes running around.
right. Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh shit!
Never
Oh
mind
shit!
then.
Yeah, that's the.
that's the Lex
See,
from a different timeline.
yeah. I'm getting that now. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Never mind then. Um.
And I
Yeah.
don't think
I
this
just.
is. I was gonna say I don't think this is Joker from this timeline. And yeah, and I don't think. Hold on. Let's.
I'm looking at that. I'm looking at Cheetah. I definitely don't think she's
Mm-mm.
the modern Cheetah.
Cause she's off in what is it? Cheetah and Cheshire robbed the Justice
Yeah,
League.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, and also, and I don't know if it's because it was turned, like they got her turned weird, and I'm like, that's not Canary, because the costume is. Who is that next to Captain Atom?
Hold on. Which
Let
page?
me. Captain.
Where they show the final contestants that made it through.
Oh, Cap.
Oh wow. Who is that?
Wait, next to Canary. Next to Canary. Where's
Oh, it's
Captain
not. Yeah,
Atom?
I know it's not Canary. I'm saying next to Captain Atom.
Um. Hmm. Oh. Uh. That's. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because like I'm
Uh.
looking, it's like the shoulder strap. I'm like that could potentially be armor. It looks like something at her wrist, but I don't know if they're like brazers like Anna's. So like, okay, is that somebody from Themyscira? But
I
the major players there, I couldn't say Cassie, but Cassie isn't really wearing armor as of late anyway.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Oh wait, I'm looking it up now on Reddit. Uh, okay. Uh, um, okay, we got okay. This is the one from Dan Moore. You got Supergirl, Superman, Lex. Oh, my fault. Power Girl, Superman, Lex, Supergirl, Robin, Batman, Red Hood, Batwoman, Plastic Man, Aquaman, Harley Quinn, uh, Lobo, Metamorpho, Wonder Woman, Swamp Thing. Um, yeah, no, I can't. I don't know. I think it might be Canary.
Okay, man.
It,
I mean, yeah, she could have changed outfits, and we just haven't seen the whole costume yet. Um, because she was in that, like currently she's in that take on her traditional costume, which I hate, but whatever. And then in Birds of Prey, she's in that digital world, so she's in like that homage of Oliver's costume that she's
mm,
wearing. But I mean, it could be her. Blonde hair, blue eyed character in DC that's not a Supergirl or a Power Girl. There's not too many of those left running around, so it would make sense.
yeah, but I think overall this is a pretty solid roster. Like you can do interesting things with this. I feel like they sat down, like Snyder, Williamson, and they sat down and was like, all right, how can we make this as interesting as possible? Because like now I want to see what a Vixen can do in the. I want to see what Connor can do. Like I want to see what. What could Red Hood do? You know what I'm saying?
I
Nigga just
mean,
got his book canceled, but he probably pissed off right now. But you know what I'm saying?
like Swamp Thing and Vixen to me should be, because avatars of the red and the green, they should be immensely overpowered. Like, well, hell, Aquaman too. I mean, Aquaman has always been overpowered, but he isn't. I don't know if he's an avatar of, but he is of the blue now, so that's another one. Any of like the primal nature forces of Earth, I think, could tie in like really well, because if we're saying that Omega energy is a primal force of the universe, and like I say, you have characters calling on other primal forces of Earth, they should be interesting contestants to me anyway. Magic use, I don't know how effective magic users are going to be this time around. Looking at this,
I kind of wonder who the martial art guys, how they gonna do? Like, how Robin gonna do? Like,
yeah,
how?
and that's another thing, because I'm really been liking how DC is kind of highlighting and emphasizing martial artists lately. But looking at this, it's like, Damien, my guy, but like, what are you gonna do here, bro? Same thing with Connor. Like, I've been a martial artist since I'm a kid. I don't think I could hang with any of these folks, like, let alone a Darkseid. Like, I mean, come on, bro. Like after a while, like, Red Hood got the right idea, man. There's only so many wrist locks and throws you can do. Pull out a Glock after a while, man.
Yo, what's that meme from It's Always Sunny? And then I started blasting.
Exactly, right?
That's what you gotta do. Yep. And wait,
man, no. One we're sleeping on, and two, this also makes me realize another notable absence. We sleeping on Barda. This is a Darkseid and Apocalypse event.
Yeah.
Like, and Scott not being here, that's also crazy.
I mean,
but,
are we reading New Gods? That could explain it.
I'm an issue, but I haven't read the last issue, so
okay.
I think they've got 10 issues out. I've read the first 9, so something may have happened. I just don't know yet. But yeah, that's. Oh shit! I'm looking at something. Yeah, guys. I think. I mean, it is probably a red herring, but I'm looking at the page again where they talk about how Darkseid has a sleeper. Yeah, he's right behind Booster. Like how everybody is casting their shadows. Booster's shadow is Darkseid, and
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering that again now. But then again, also World Forger's shadow, you can't make out. It could just be perspective, and that's his shadow, but it looks way oversized for what it should be. So that could also be something. And that's probably just me reading too deep into him. But it's a good roster. It is really good. I just don't know. Like, if you have to be, they say to hold the Omega energy, they say you have to be merciless. You have to be, willing to essentially kill. Like, some of these people, I think, are going to come. Even if they don't get defeated, I don't know if they're going to be capable of wielding. So, like, are we saying that on this list, like, Supes, everybody says Superman doesn't kill sentient beings. Like, we've seen him murk parademons left and right, but I still don't, I don't see him going down that route. Damien, he hasn't killed for a while now. I don't know. I think some of these people are going to be just too good to hold that energy successfully. But then you start getting, of course, the villains. We know them, but forget them for a second. You start looking at people like Hawkman, Power Girl, Supergirl.
But here's the
fucking
thing.
Lobo. Go ahead.
Like, so I think at this point, people gonna have to die, right? Like Superman can't hold his, I'm not getting cute. Like, bro, we see motherfuckers get squashed in the couple of pages before. Like, bro, bodies is already dropping. And at this point, if they're already saying you're gonna have to kill, and you have the opportunity to bring whoever back, if you are King Omega, I mean, I think he's gonna have to shove that in the back of his head and bash people's brains in. They're like, bro, all right, cool. If I win, all right, cool. I'm gonna bring this person back. But here's the question:
We'll Dragon Ball this shit,
Exactly. Yeah. But also at the same time too, like, say it's not Superman who wins, right? Say it's somebody else we don't expect wins, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so if they die, what's gonna happen to them post? Like, what if one of these guys has a book? So book canceled?
I mean, Jay Garrick is here. He doesn't have a book.
JSA?
Oh, wait, is he on the? He's not on the JSA.
He's on JSA, I believe.
Like the new one? No, he is. I think.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah,
whatever. His old archaic ass is here. He's about to die.
Steph.
I'm just saying, like, you need the, forced, really fast, emotional gut punch. Just get rid of the old guy.
Nah, true. Piss off Flash fans some more. Yeah, we could do Flash pants. But yeah, I mean, you could kill him off. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be interesting depending on who wins, because we're rolling under the assumption that whoever wins can bring everybody back. But okay, what if a Joker wins? What if a Lex wins? You think, especially the Joker and the Lex that's running around now, they're going to want to bring people back?
Lex would do it just to lord it over everybody that, hey, you motherfuckers wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. I could see him bringing folk back. Joker, absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
He'd bring Batman back, but that'd be the only one he brought back.
Yeah, facts.
The rest of you. Go ahead.
No. Say what you're gonna say. Then I'll say what I was gonna say.
He's gonna say, the rest of y'all can stay dead. I need my Batman. We've been doing this dance for too long. I can't go on without him. Like, he'd bring Bats back, but everybody else, nah.
And also too, now I mean to kind of wrap up, like, they got rid of Batman. First issue.
Yeah.
How we feeling?
Like I said, I was surprised, but first off, I applaud Snyder for doing it, because he is the Batman guy through and through. So for him to kill his baby, like, I'm like, okay, so he's really taking this seriously. And then, because he's like, I need to look at that checklist again, but I think all the other issues that tie into this are books that are already coming out. I think. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Batman was getting the only event tie-in actual title.
Yeah, but that's it. I'm looking at it now.
So so that makes sense. Taking him off the board and because we all know with events, especially massive ones like this where you got a whole bunch of characters, nobody gets a ton of time to shine.
Mm-hmm.
So you put him in his own book and you make that book massively important to everything going on. That can be where you flesh out your Batman stuff for the event. But yeah, props to him for having the stones to do it. We know how important Batman is to Snyder's career, so I never would have thought he'd be the one to take him off the board, especially in the first issue.
Yeah, oof.
Yeah.
What about you, Steph?
I mean, it was kind of wild. but it was a very nice welcome wild, I guess. I love that they just shamelessly jerk this man off constantly. I love it. I really do. I love that they just disproportionately, unfairly shill this man.
It's well deserved.
What are they supposed to do when what are they supposed to do when he pays for the building they're standing in?
Exactly.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I love it. I love that there's 14 Batman books on the shelf and nothing for Jay Garrick. I love that.
What hell? What are they supposed to do when your company's initials are for his book, the book that he showed up in, he first appeared in?
It's fucking Detective Comics.
Right, but, exactly, man.
Facts, though.
But yeah,
facts.
no. Yeah, I mean, I guess it would hit harder if he was actually just straight up dead. But, like, they can't do that. But, like, this is still pretty good anyway. Right? Because you still get the focus for Batman in his own little mini. Fucking fat, greedy pig. But you also... you also get to have like an actual like Superman event where he doesn't have to steal all the hype moments, because he would have to steal all the hype moments.
He probably will at the end at some point when he comes back.
Yeah, obviously. But yeah, it's a very nice, big swing, I guess we would call it.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, it's very good. Very good. Fat, greedy pig motherfucker. But you know what? It's cool. It's all right.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, shit. Damn. He won't be in DC K.O. issue 2. Nope. But yeah, yeah, I was like, oh shit, cool. All right, cool. Take him off the button. Like, yeah, I'm sure Williamson is gonna do something cool with like Night Fight or whatever. So it makes sense. It's like Scott was just like, all right, bro, listen, I'm doing absolute Batman. I already wrote Batman for not only, for my new 52 run. I already wrote a shit ton of him in metal and death metal. Williamson, go here. You only got like a filler issue in the main Batman run anyway. Here, have fun. Go. Leave me alone. I think that's how the conversation went. Go. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they probably, one of them is probably somebody in that office is probably a Sonic head, and they played Sonic and Shadow, the new game that just came out, and they were like, oh, we can do that, right? Like they remastered. I don't know for anybody like in the chat who doesn't play Sonic, they remastered one of their anniversary games where they go through like all the coolest levels and whatever. What they did was they made like a smaller like Shadow spinoff where they retconned him into doing his own insane shit while that was going on.
Oh.
So they probably somebody in editorial probably saw that and they were like, we could kill Batman and we could give him his own mini and just have him do insane shit in the background. So he doesn't so this could be a Superman thing.
And also, the best part too, because it's a Batman book, it's gonna sell.
Yes.
It's gonna.
Yeah.
Next month, you know what you're gonna see? Batman Night Fight. Right underneath Absolute and Matt Fraction's joint. I guarantee you.
Right in between Absolute and Dark Patterns and maybe fucking like Batman and Robin in the top 5. The top 5 is about to be all Batman again.
Mm-hmm. The motherfuckers knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. Mm-hmm. And it works for people like me who's not really feeling the Fraction run. But you give me Williamson on Batman, and it's tying into DC K.O. I'm there. Please.
Yeah.
Please. But, yeah, so, listen, so far, this is dope. Like, I gotta go somewhere after this. So I'm on the way there. I'm going to reread this and then reread this again some more. Like, bro, right? I think I said it when we were talking about Absolute Power. This is the event shit that I like. Nothing complicated. Just put the heroes in and tell a nice, short, condensed, but fun story. This is what I like. This is what I like. Nothing complicated. It's just, yo, get these motherfuckers here. We gonna duke it out. And then whatever happens, happens. Because now, my brain is going, okay, what is the landscape gonna look like after this? That's what I'm worried about. Because this is like, with something like, you know, Dark Crisis or Absolute Power, like you can see the ending. Like everything is gonna be fine in the end. You can see that.
Yeah.
I can't see that here. One person. I don't know. I mean, the reason why I can't is because it's like, yo, the universe is gonna be shaped as this person, so that has implications.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, it depends on who wins. That's the thing. Like, and I'm not expecting a good person to win. I'm sorry. Like, what if it is?
No.
What if it is Booster Gold, and he does a face turn? Excuse me, a heel turn for sure. What is the DC universe gonna look like if it's shaped in his image? Especially knowing that Darkseid is part behind all this.
It's gonna be exactly the same, except Jay Garrick is just dead.
God, yo, what is your beef with Jay Garrick, bro?
Just kill that old fuck.
Oh
Just
my
kill him.
gosh!
I don't know. This beef started 10 minutes ago.
I'm clipping this, and you're going viral on
I
TikTok.
have no beef with Jay Garrick. It's fine. All right.
No, you're going viral on TikTok. No, yeah,
we need
right.
viral clips on TikTok. We need content. I'm giving you content, and you're complaining.
Yes, yeah. You know, fine. Fuck, my bad.
No, it's cool. It's all right. It's all right.
After today's issue, like Scott has said, it's going to be a while before, you know, the main line and absolute line fully cross over. But after today's issue, and to be fair, that was a while ago that he said that, so it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
I do wonder if we're headed towards a merging of these two realities, and your main line becomes your absolute line for like a year. Like you have two absolute Batmans, you have two absolute Supermans, you have two absolute Wonder Womans. All of them are running around, but now, like we've seen what the absolute Justice League is in Absolute Evil. So now this Justice League is now in the absolute universe, or the universes are combined into one. So now it's like Justice League versus Justice League. And then you have like they seem to be setting up their Suicide Squad in the absolute universe. So now this is how this squad reacts. I don't know, and it's probably not going to happen. But I'm just wondering if could we potentially be heading that way for like, because everybody says, the absolute line is killing the DC main line right now as far as numbers wise. But what if you just make the main line the absolute line for like a year?
Those numbers gonna look crazy. Those numbers gonna look crazy, bro.
Exactly, dog.
Oh man. Oh. How many months ago did we have this conversation? Like it was when Superman came out, so July.
Yeah.
Oh, and we are now in October, and we're starting to. Oh shit! Oh, you know what? Yeah, listen, y'all. So if you're watching this live, or if you go watch it on the replay, let us know your thoughts down below. What did you think about DC K.O. issue 1? Did it slap? Are we tripping? Was it some mid? Was it some ass? If you think it's some mid or some ass, we need to have a conversation. I mean, wait, what you say?
Nothing. Go. Don't worry
God,
about it.
you know what? Okay, if you thought it was some mid or some ass, we're gonna have a conversation. Again, let the chopper fly down below in the comments. But y'all, before we wrap up, yeah, we gotta talk about Absolute Evil. So I will be 100% honest. I said it. I don't think I've said it here on the channel. I am trade weighting a lot of the Absolute stuff. That's on purpose, because I think the Absolute stuff hits better in one sitting. I just sat down and I did Absolute Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, and I gotta wait for Green Lantern to stack up a little more. But it's good. I don't like following on a month to month because I prefer the trade experience. So I did read Absolute Evil, and it didn't hit as hard for me because there's a lot of things I don't know or haven't caught up with yet. So I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and talk about it. So Steph, you could start. What was your thoughts on Absolute Evil?
I didn't read it because I'm not caught up with Wonder Woman and Superman. I wanted to wait until I'm caught up with everything before I read this. I just kind of felt like I should be. So, I mean, like, I've seen some of it. I think the idea of, like, Joker going crazy because he's normal and he just knows that, like, some outside force has been, like, the main driving thing. Or at least, if I remember correctly, that's what it is. I think that's a really interesting idea for the Joker. I think, you know, the idea that all these bad guys are the Justice League, I think that's definitely an interesting way to go about it. That Green Arrow video is really funny now.
Oh God, yeah. God damn it. Fuck. Oh. Hey, fuck you, bro. Fuck you.
Him and his book is scrapped. It's bad out here. It's really bad.
And they're like, "Oh, don't worry, we have stuff for Green Arrow. Two books, in fact, coming in 2026." I'm like, at this point, I don't know if I want them, dog. Give my dog a break. Like, Jesus, man.
God damn.
I will say, when I started reading Absolute Evil, and he was acting the most Ollie-like I've seen out of Oliver in probably a decade. Because I heard rumors like, oh, it's going to be Roy's going to be the absolute Green Arrow of this universe, which, to be fair, we don't know if that's the case yet or not. But when I was reading it and like, oh, this is Ollie, all right. And then it just dawned on me. I'm like, fuck, the rumors were true. He's about to die a horrible death. And he dies a horrible death. Like, Jesus. And the fact that it's Hawkman, like, look, man, like, goodness, man. I was like, yo, are y'all fucking serious? Bro. Then we get the Lord have mercy. Then it's like the Lex Luthor in that universe being introduced. Like, it's just so much. Hell, even the way the Hall of Justice looks, and it's like a dark mirror on the Hall of Justice in the main universe, but it's got like this weird like energy flowing through it, and I'm assuming that might be some of the Omega energy or something. But it's like I understand how they say that even though there are heroes in this world, it's like this is a world where what it would be like if Darkseid had won, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, hey, you heroes can exist, you can do your thing, whatever. You can have victories, but at the end of the day, it all serves me. And he's using this world to fuel his conquest of others, of other dimensions. Like that is like, it's a lot of big brain shit that's been going on. Because there have been like, all the Absolute books have been good, don't get me wrong, but coming back and like just binging Martian Manhunter, because I looked at that first issue and I was like, nah, I'm gonna need to read all of this at once. So I took it with me on vacation and just read it all in a single sitting, and I'm like, yo, okay, I get what everybody's been saying now. This is the absolute book of all absolute books. And then seeing, because that's
funny way to say Superman, but continue. Continue. Funny way to continue.
Like that's the book where we are getting things where you're finally starting to see like inklings of Darkseid's plan. So now I'm waiting to see the Legion in that. I mean, the Legion that we've been seeing over the past year. Like, I'm waiting for them to to show up in this Absolute verse, because this is where they supposedly come from, and they're just they're now corrupted versions of ours. So I want to see them in their natural habitat. I thought we would have gotten a little bit and absolute evil, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, like I said, it's a world where Darkseid, he never had to fire quote unquote a single shot. He never had to do anything because he created it from scratch and he had already won. And everything your good guys do, unbeknownst to them, is still in service of me. So either way, I win. It's like fucking eighth dimensional chess, that what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I said, if that brings me back to maybe for like a year or so, the main line becomes the absolute line, and the absolute line becomes the main line. It all just becomes one, and you're having to figure out how to unravel this shit and get us back to a time where it's like, hey, the Darkseid we had, like, yeah, he was horrible, he was evil incarnate, but yo, we would take him in a heartbeat over the Darkseid we have now. And it's like, hey, how do we get him back to that point? That would be stuff like Scott has potential to do a lot of big brain shit here, and I'm just really, really interested to see where it all goes.
And to piggyback off of that, it's cool because at the end of the day, that's why I love that DC All In special. Like, I reread it like a couple weeks ago. Like, bro, regardless, bro, Darkseid is gonna stay here because it's like the universe literally cannot exist without Darkseid. Like,
yeah,
like I'm telling everybody to go reread that shit because that was easily one of my favorite single issues of all time. Because it's like, bro, even before he started on this conquest, bro's just like, yo, dog, you know you good, right? Like, bro, you know you always got to be here. Why are you doing this?
Yeah, because I mean, even going, like, again, we talk about long form storytelling. Going back to, like, was it the Infinite Frontier special or something? But it was like, yo, you are one of the primordial forces of this universe, the same as somebody like the one above, not the one above all. That's shit. What is DC called? God, I'm losing it now. But anyway, you're one of the primordial forces that have to exist in the DC universe, to the point where they straight up said, hey, the Darkseid that we've been seeing since like New 52 up to through Rebirth was not our Darkseid. This was just an avatar that he molded to where people could, so they can conceptualize him in their head. Like, even if you defeat him, you've never defeated the actual Darkseid, like you said, because he has to exist. In order for the DC universe to exist, Darkseid has to exist. So, in a way, like you say, he might not achieve his goal, but he always wins.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I don't like, it's the stalemate of all stalemates. Where do you go from there?
And I know. Listen, I'm gonna sound like I'm dick riding. That's fine. I'll ride dick tonight. Okay. You got some good brains, like some good people in the mix to tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
Good people. Like, you can tell they sat down and they weaved it out perfectly. Like, bro, we can even talk about release schedules, bro. Like, bro, do you know how insane it is? Like, bro, if you are really in the weeds of DC right now, at the end of the month, there's at least 3 books you need to be reading to keep tabs on everything.
Yeah.
Justice League, Superman, Mr. Terrific, if you want to throw that in there. And then you have all the other absolute books that pop up. Like, bro, they have it down to a fucking T.
They have it set up to where you need to be in. I mean, yeah, you can let your pool stack. That's fine. But they have it set up to where it's something integral is coming out every week. And hey, if you're not reading it, yeah, you can catch up later, but you might get spoiled on some shit.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be locked in week to week almost.
Mm-hmm. And yo, you know what the best part is? Actually, no. I was about to say something real disrespectful. I'm about to say the best part is the Dio not around. But nah, nigga, I'm not gonna disrespect the Dio. Listen, the Dio could be a piece of shit. The Dio could be a piece of shit. Listen, the Dio was not perfect, but damn. But fuck, I say it anyway. Yeah, the Dio not around, bro. Like, there's no the Dio upstairs to mess around with things. This is Scott and Williamson having free reign, and then you got Wade in the mix. And then you got all these other players in the mix. Like, oh, bro, this is good. This is good. And I also have to say this here, too. Snyder and Williamson, even though I have some issues with, how the rest of the other books are treated, they were correct. Right now, these books are the conversation piece. Like, DC K.O. literally made the main line officially a serious part of the conversation now because of the inclusion of the Horsemen. So like now Streets is buzzing. Streets is now, it's not just the absolute books kicking ass. Like, oh, now it's like, wait, hold on, what the fuck you mean? Like, now there's ramifications, like big ramifications, and then like, bro, this is comics. This is comics. This is comics. Like, I'll say it here too. We found out that the Ultimate Universe is ending. Good riddance. As long as this shit is here, I'm all right.
I still wonder if that's a gimmick, man, or it might be like Q. They trying to see what they want to bring over this time. Like they brought Miles over last time, but I wonder how much of that is true.
Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, when I see how things are playing out over in the Ultimate line, like I still like it. Don't get me wrong. I like what's happening on Ultimate, but like
it's lost some sting.
It's but here's the difference. Here is just like, bro, and correct me if I'm wrong. It feels like Scott and Williamson they locked in. It's not, and no disrespect to Jonathan Hickman, no disrespect, but Hickman is just here to set things up and go. Williamson and Snyder, they're here to like really stay and see this whole thing through.
I mean, you got to remember, Hickman came in as a relief pitcher. He wasn't even supposed to be involved.
It was Cates.
Yeah, it was Cates, and then Cates had his wreck. So, I mean, I can't fault him too much for that, but it also feels like, I mean, hate to say it, it feels like there was more of a plan with the Absolute Universe as opposed to the Ultimate. The Ultimate has had some interesting ideas, and some books are much better than others, but we're what, coming up on 2 years in, and it feels like, for the most part, the stuff with the Maker, it feels like it's been kind of turning his way. Now, granted, I'm about 2 issues behind Ultimate, so something else could happen here. But it feels like we're spinning our wheels a bit. But that can be a topic for another day.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, so I like it also to piggyback off of that. I was like, we've been hearing talks about Absolute. Well, excuse me. The talks have been going on about Absolute since, I think, Death Metal. But because everything, happened, 5G and all that, blah, 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 this is why it's taken so long. But I'm happy it took that long to get what we got now. Like, I'll say it right here. Like, after hearing you guys talk about Absolute Evil, okay, I think it's time for me to read up on the other books. I think it's time.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it.
And also, too, I do want to touch on the Ollie fact because, what Stef said pissed me off. I ain't gonna let that shit slide, bro. So
I should not have brought that up.
Yeah, you should not have done that shit. So, as much as it pains me for Ollie to get the clip, it makes sense that Ollie got the clip. It makes sense. Because, I'll be honest, like, when you see everything that's happened with Green Arrow over the past couple years, this is our first time being together since, we got the news. Like, when you see everything that's happened with Ollie, I can understand, or I can even see, DC probably knew, based off of the sales from the Condon run, that, like, all right, man, it might be time to do something different with the Green Arrow persona or character. So, when Pornsak, was pitching this, it was like, hey, you know what? Cool. You probably gonna have to do a different character besides Oliver Queen because we need to shake it up. So I can see why, because it's like, would people really tune in to an absolute Green Arrow book for the long term if it was Oliver Queen doing the same shit?
Yeah, I was gonna
Oliver
say
Queen,
it was the same how they had him portrayed in Absolute Evil. Probably not. It will probably fizzle out fairly quickly because it's, it was mainline Ollie, but granted, mainline Ollie hadn't been like portrayed that way in a while, but it was pretty much, it was the Oliver Queen as we know him.
Yeah, so it's just like, all right, cool. And I see why they're making it a mini. Because it's like, all right, cool. Let's see if we kill off Oliver and we bring somebody back in. But if the story is good, and people responded to it, then cool. Let's bring that. Let's see if we get extended. Because I can see if the story is good, it's not just 6, right? What? Martian Manhunter was the outlier, right? Bro, after issue 1, it got extended.
Yeah. Well, I think all those second wave ones were supposed to be like 6 issues, but they were just that. Well, maybe not. I know. I know Martian Manhunter was always supposed to be 6, and I think Green Lantern was supposed to be 6. I think Flash. I might be wrong. Flash may have been also supposed to be 6, but I think Flash was announced as an ongoing.
Oh, okay.
Green Lantern was a 6 issue.
I think it was just absolute Martian. I could be wrong.
I mean, like Manhunter.
I could be wrong.
Manhunter was definitely a 6 issue. Like that was like a whole public announcement that it got extended. But Green Arrow, reading the first 6 issues of Green Arrow, the idea that was supposed to be a mini, that is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
if that's true, that's crazy that was like a slow burn. We did not figure out how the powers even work until issue 6.
Yeah, you didn't even find out like John was still alive till I think 5.
Yeah, it was the end of 5.
4,
So again, I wasn't expecting it, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm more interested in Absolute Green Arrow now because of what happened here. But yeah, I think it's time for me to jump in. It's time for me to see what I've been missing. But across the board, like I'm happy with both sides of the coin when it comes to DC. Like I said, Absolute, I can wait, but it's worth waiting. Mainline, I'm in there like swimwear. But at this point, especially after this fucking first issue, it seems like I have to like read both back to back. I don't have a choice now. So, we'll see where things go. But I think it's safe to say we should reconvene in about what? I think midway through, because I think at that point we will be a couple issues into Night Fight, and then a couple issues into DC K.O. So we'll have a better outline of how things play out. But if something major happens in between, then I think it's worth coming back to a little sooner. Yeah. But so we'll see. But yeah, y'all, thank you to everybody who tuned in. We have 5 people who are tuned in. If you want to make yourselves known, or if you want to comment later. But yeah, let us know your thoughts down below about Absolute Evil. Let us know your thoughts about DC K.O. What did you like? What didn't you like? And yeah, let's have a conversation. But fellas, I'll give you guys a chance to plug yourselves, starting with the white man, Stef, and I am being purposely slow so I can bring up your fucking Twitter page. Got it. Cool. Go.
All right. Can you scroll down just like a little bit?
Okay. Go ahead.
There
I
we go.
fucking
All right,
hate
perfect.
you. I really
Anyway,
hate you. I really hate you.
All right. Well, as it says on the screen, on Ro's whole setup he's got here, at Stef_man_ I don't know. I don't tweet that often, so you don't really need to follow me. But like, if you do, then like, fuck it, whatever. All right, move on.
All right, AJ, my brother, you are up.
All right.
What the fuck is that banner, dude?
Has had that there for a minute.
I did not notice
I
that.
forgot about all it because I normally I'm on when I'm on Twitter I'm on the phone, so I forgot about this. I think that was when the beef was going on, and I was Kendrick and Drake shit. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, Lord have mercy. Okay, I got to change that.
No, you don't.
Shit. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Mr_Mitchell _2_U. Yeah, shit. I haven't been on there as much past like 10 days or so because I've been gone, so you ain't got the normal high takes from me. Those should resume at some point. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, that's boy. Oh Lord, I hope Peter doesn't see that. But yeah, it was good to be back. Good to talk about a great first issue of DC K.O. and all the implications it has for the line over at DC. Yeah, it was a good time.
Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, y'all can follow me here, Roll of a Queen _ as you guys can see. Yes, I have the blue check. I am official. All right, it's me. All right. Any other Rule of a Queen you saw before wasn't official. Now it's me, y'all. Okay. And yeah, same old shit. You know, comic books, booze, pretty feet. And also, yeah, thank you guys to everybody who's been supporting the channel. I know things have been a little slow. Because they got me doing double time at work. But as you guys can see here, especially if you're long-time subscribers, we have a facelift when it comes to the live streams. How we liking the facelift? How we liking it?
Looks good, man.
Pretty good.
Right. Cool. So I got some news coming, especially about the future of the channel. I'm finally starting to buckle down and take that portion of the journey seriously. But again, thank you to everybody who's tuned in. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. I'll keep you guys in the loop. But again, thank you to everybody who tuned in. Much love. Oh God, we got 7 people. Maybe I need to start having these live streams a little later. But yeah, that's a different topic for a different day. But yeah, thank you guys, everybody who tuned in. And guys, I promise. I will be back out. The live streams will be more consistent, especially after my little break and once I get things situated with the new job. But y'all, much love, much peace. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you to Steph. Thank you to AJ. And Quentin couldn't be here tonight, but he'll be here next time. It's your boy Roll for Queen, and we are out.